Okay, thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. Respective my colleagues from the College of Agriculture, Caraga State University, the students in Caraga State University, and also from Agribusiness Study Program, Universitas Trunojoyo Madura, Indonesia. Nice to see you all. Today, actually, Philippines is not. I'm very familiar with the Philippines because since 2008 to 2012, I have studied in UPLB. I am taking PhD there. So, but I cannot speak Tagalog well. Okay, today I'm going to share my experience, also part of some my research in Madura beef cattle, bridging tradition and progress. I'm going to explore in terms of cultural, environmental, and economic dimension. We will discuss about 12 aspects in Madura beef cattle, start from the cultural aspect and also social and environmental. This one, the concept that we use in our project also with Raquel. We have also international research collaboration. There is 3 pillars to develop the thematic village. I call thematic village beef cattle Sono. Sono is part of the beef cattle, Madura beef cattle. I will explain later. There is 3 aspects. We have to consider economic aspect, social aspect, and environment aspect. In social aspect, we know that Madura beef cattle is part of the culture Madurese society. So we have to know how is the livelihood of the Madurese people. Madura cattle in Indonesia is one of the indigenous breed from Madura Island. This species is well adapted to the local tropical climate. In Madura, Madura is small island, so they have a very limited rain. We have so many dryland, and the body is not too large, only about 200 to 300 kilograms. And Madura beef cattle is primarily found on Madura Island, and we have the regulation to protect and to conserve of the Madura beef cattle. So the female Madura beef cattle could not export to the outside of the Madura Island. And then the role of the Madura beef cattle is very significant as a source of wealth, social status, and integrated to the traditional ceremonies. We will show you some video later. And also the Madura beef cattle involved in cultural events like Sonok Cattle Contest and Karapan Bull Racing. The last one I sure that you already know in some YouTube there is a livestock racing, not only beef cattle, and in Madura we have that. But actually we have problem in Madura about overgrazing, soil erosion, and methane emission, and also sustainable management practices that the farmer do not consider that well yet. And I will discuss the first aspect, cultural significance in Madure's society. As I said before, the Madura beef cattle is integral part of Madure's culture for the centuries, used for agricultural labor and also transportation. In fact, right now is the contribution in agricultural and transportation is tend to decrease. Source of wealth and social status. We will know what is the social status of beef cattle for the Madure society. And also Sonok cattle contest celebrate the beauty of Madura cattle. So Sonok cattle contest is specially only for the female beef cattle, not male beef cattle. Now this one, the Sonok cattle festival. So the couple of the beef cattle, they will walk in the catwalk like a model. So there is some music. It's called the saronen, and there is a judge. They will give the score to the couple of the Sonok beef cattle. And this one, the explanation. So Sonok beef cattle is a spectacle female cow with accessories. Yeah, there is a horn, head, neck, and chest accessories. And in the Sonok cow contest, there is also another Madura culture. As I mentioned before, there is a saronen music. And the implementation of Sonok cow contest give the contribution to maintain the population of the Madura beef cattle, because the people who has the Sonok beef cattle, they can sell the beef cattle is about 1,000 million rupiah, maybe 10 times compared to the regular Madura beef cattle. So if the beef cattle win the contest, the price tend to increase. It is the condition in the Sonok Madura beef cattle. Beside the Sonok cattle contest, we have also Karapan bull racing. Is it only for the male beef cattle? A couple of male beef cattle, they will race maybe for one stage. There is about three couple of the male beef cattle, and compared to the Sonok cattle is for the beauty contest, but the Karapan bull race is for the racing contest. And also there is some cultural event in some part in Madura. There is community that they maintain the cultural of the what we call like contest, and also there is a regular meeting every two every 2 weeks, for example, and they discuss about the how to maintain the conservation of the Madura beef cattle, and also they maintain the attraction for the tourism. And in terms of the race Madura beef cattle, the farmer that have the son beef cattle, they will keep, they will maintains the son beef cattle like say like a human. So the farmer give the eggs, so every day, maybe one beef cattle they will feed with the eggs about 1 kilos, and for the carapan more than that. Before raising, maybe about 5 to 10 kilos a day given to the Madura beef cattle. So the cost of the beef cattle, especially for the Sono and Carapan, is very high compared to their income. Actually, it is only for the hobbies, for the Sono beef cattle. Now, it is the condition, the production and farming system in general still traditional. They implement the low technology implemented, and most of them use the cake system, but actually they already implement the integrated system with the crops. So these cakes periodically will be moved to another location that already have the grass, for example, and then the former location will be, because there is so many waste of livestock, it is very fertile, right? So the condition of the land tend to fertile. This is the condition of the farming system. For the core process in Madura beef cattle, I think is relatively the same. There is a input provision, fattening, marketing, and slaughtering. But the problem is because of Madura is very drought, so the availability of the forage is very limited. So the Madura beef cattle, they don't have enough feed, especially in drought season. So it will affect to the rate of the reproduction. In terms of environmental challenges, based on our student research, we can see that the farmer, most of them just know about the characteristic of the waste of the livestock is in the feces and urine only. So most of them doesn't know about the waste in form of the gas. And also the waste dangers. Respondent sometimes they already know what is the effect of the waste of livestock, but some of them they already know what is the effect, the danger of the waste causing the greenhouse effect, for example. This is the condition in the field. And also in terms of benefit of waste, you see that about 91% they don't know well what is the benefit of the waste. Yeah, they only know, oh, the waste is for the organic fertilizer, like that. They don't know what are the benefit of the waste. So, in summary, the knowledge level to the waste of the farmer Madura beef cattle is still relatively low. About 60%, they do not enough information, knowledge about the waste. So this condition will affect to the how the farmer will what we call will manage the waste, the livestock waste of the Madura beef cattle. It is also we still have some paper with Raquel about the circular economy. In terms of economic importance in the actually based on the result, the Sono cow contest, it is a potential for tourism. For example, in Papa Baru area, Papa Baru is consists of the 4 sub-district. It's called Pasean, Pakong, Batu Marmar, and Waru. It is the conservation area of the Madura beef cattle. So they have the Sono contest, but the problem is in marketing on promotion of the Sono contest has not been maximized. So, for example, in term of promotion, they just send the invitation to the group, for example. So there is no event organizer who conduct the festival. So we have to find out what is the strategy in marketing and promotion that will give to the economic impact. This one is the some of the aspect in economic. In concentration CR4 is only 50%, and most of the earning is about 11 million rupiah. So the distribution of the farmer, the marketing concentration is relatively low. It is a condition of the market performance. Yeah, total cost is only 11 million rupiah, and total revenue only 11.8 million rupiah. So the profit is very low. So the Madura beef cattle is cannot be as a source of income for the farmer. It is the result of our research in existing condition. So in terms of attraction, there is as I mentioned before, there is a superior Madura cow, Saronen, and then there is a object for the taking picture. And actually, you know, in terms of the how to raise the sono cattle is very interesting. I have experience. You know Raquel Bambang, ya, Bambang from UGM. I came together with him in some farmer, and the farmer has, for example, about for beef cattle, and they very insensitive to raise this here, is this Madura beef cattle. And the amenities, food and beverage vendor and parking is already available in minimal condition, and also in transportation. Public toilet, rest area, there is no yet the public services there. And accessibility, actually the conservation area was located about maybe 100 kilometers from Universitas Trunojoyo Madura, and from Surabaya maybe it's about 200 or 150 kilometers. So relatively very far from the center of the capital. In terms of marketing mix, product of the tourism, attraction, sporting facilities, and we can also some traditional merchandise from this location. In terms of place, the Sono beef cattle was located in the West Waru village. As I mentioned before, there is about 11 group, farmer group, that all of the members have at least two Sono Madura beef cattle. In price, food and beverage prices, parking, registration fees, and I think it's still very, very low. There is a very small contribution. For the promotion, it is only invitation among the group of the farmer by WhatsApp, and maybe they inform to the neighbor. So the existing condition of the Sono cow contest are quite good, but need improvement because there is no the same contest in Indonesia uh, like Sono cow contest. So you see the this the food should be harmonized, the same step, and the cow is very, very beautiful. So you have to go to our place to see this contest. Okay, about the government support program for Madura beef cattle, actually the government, national and province, they already established the gene bank and cement repositories, especially for Madura beef cattle. There is a insemination, artificial insemination, but especially in Madura, the artificial insemination is only allowed for the Madura beef cattle. We cannot give the semen from the limousine, for example, must be in Madura beef cattle. And also implement performance recording system. Universitas Trunojoyo, we have Madura Beef Cattle Research Center. By the maybe 3 years ago, we have management information system that now already implemented by the government in this area. So now all of the farmer and veterinary officer, they have account, so they can make a note about the progress of the beef cattle. And also the government provide incentive for the farmer. Maybe I can explain briefly about the certificate. So by the recording, the output is certificate. If the beef cattle has the certificate, so the price will increase maybe about 4 million rupiah in average. Yeah. So now the farmer tend to have the certificate. Ah, this one, the future outlook, yeah, and our strategy. Actually, it is the location of the conservation area. So here is Surabaya. Our university tried to have a plan with some stakeholder to have national feedstock center. Why? Because up to now, we still import the beef cattle from the Australia mostly, about maybe 400,000 heads every year. So we try in this area, there is a production center, Yulu, and then feed center, and also there is a beef cattle farming here. So we try to connect it with the National Feed Stock Center in Bangkalan. This one is Pamekasan District. This one is Bangkalan District. Trunojoyo University is here. So we have port here, but because of we have Suramadu Bridge, I hope you know there is a Suramadu Bridge that interconnect Java and Madura. It's about 5 kilometers. So the old or the port here is relatively idle. So we try to have national feedstock center here. So from here, we will distribute the beef cattle in some places in Indonesia. This is the topic that we already discussed with the colleagues about the resources, feed potency, value chain, human resources, and this one is the component of national feedstock. In downstream, we have feedlot, breeding area, feedstock, and processing. That right now the condition is not good, and some of them we still don't have it. These facilities, and also in research we have to very good laboratory and also education center, especially for the farmer with the very varied condition. And in upstream, we will consider about the slaughterhouse and cold storage. Yeah, this one is the stakeholder that will involve in this strategy to develop the beef cattle. There is a government and also we have some private and also of course the university. This one, the multi-year research national, you can see here that we consider start from the networking for the human development and also about the potency, fit potency, value chain, and also readiness of the human resource of development. So maybe we cannot start before we have the stage one, the study in the stage one to mix the initial condition of the National Feedstock Center. And we will proceed to the next the stage. So why we have this initiation? Because Madura beef cattle is the contribution Madura beef cattle is about 30% of the population Madura beef cattle in East Java province. And East Java province contribute about 30% of the population of the national population of beef in Indonesia. So you can see that the Madura beef cattle, they have the high contribution. Actually, they have the potency, but right now the condition is we have to develop and consider how to force it to contribute in the self sufficiency program. It is some of the activities that we already done. The performance test of superior beef cattle, as I mentioned before, if to be superior beef cattle, so there is some indicator. This one is management information system. We call Sirosida, System Recording Sapi Madura. This is a certificate. So we put also the neck tag in the neck of the beef cattle, so we can check by online with what is the condition, what is the position also, and also the history, the history of the beef cattle. Because Madura Island is very small, so it could be the potency to have the what we call the father will have the close relation with the others. And also we have Edu tourism zone to propose the integrated farming, but it is still very limited in one area. But actually we try to have the example how to manage the beef cattle based on the good farming practices. This one is the exercise place for the beef cattle. So every morning, the beef cattle have to exercise in this location. So Madura people will treat the beef cattle like a human. Okay, I think it is enough for me, and maybe we can discuss later. Thank you.
For your presentation. Okay, so anyone who would like to ask questions to Dr. Santiago, you might want to ask about opportunities, learning more of it, because it's is it a national symbol, the big cattle Madura in your country, Andre? Is it
Pardon?
or is the beef cattle in your place, in your island, sort of identity symbol?
Yeah, actually in Madura, one of the local potency is beef cattle. As I mentioned before, the beef cattle is part of the culture of Madures society. Because in Madura Island, maybe about 90% is Madures society. So they have the very close relation with the beef cattle. In some part, the cage is very, very clean and there is a television. So the beef cattle can see the television and the farmer treat with some fruit, for example, like that.
So, Andre, what is the location of Madura with respect to the entire country of Indonesia?
Yeah. Sorry, actually I have the map. Yeah, here is Madura and here is Surabaya, ya. Surabaya is in Java Island, very density population in Java. So the location if the location of the Madura Island, I think, is very strategic because nearby the Surabaya. Surabaya is the second capital of Indonesia after Jakarta. Jakarta is about 1,000 kilometers to the west, Surabaya. But the second capital in Indonesia is Surabaya. So most of the economic activities in Surabaya. So if this way, why we propose the National Feedstock Center here? Because Surabaya is center of economic activities in Indonesia.
Even if the capital is Jakarta.
Yeah, the capital of Indonesia, Jakarta. But Surabaya is the capital of the East Java province.
How many islands are there in Indonesia?
Wow, so many island. We have so many island, but for the big island, Sumatra, Kalimantan, Java, Sulawesi, Papua. We have 5, but maybe more than I don't know exactly, yeah, but we have so many islands in Indonesia. You know, in this map, Madura, they have also so many very small island like this. This one is, yeah. And before I said about the Karapan, Karapan is male beef cattle. The Karapan, the location of the Karapan is here. Beef cattle of Karapan cannot be raised in this area. If the Karapan beef cattle move to the Madura Island, the quality tend to decrease. I don't know why, because there is no research yet about that. But two of them, female Madura beef cattle and Madura beef cattle with the culture Sono and Karapan, they have very big contribution to maintain the conservation of Madura beef cattle.
Why?
Because if we consider in terms of economic, as I mentioned also before, the Madura beef cattle is, if compared to the, for example, Limousin or other species of beef cattle, so it is better for the farmer to raise other species of beef cattle compared to Madura beef cattle, because the Madura beef cattle, the weight is also is about 200 to 300 kilometers only. But you know, if Limousin beef cattle, for example, they can have weight about 600 sometimes. So more efficient to have another species not in Madura beef cattle. It is the big problem for us in Madura.
Questions? You can type your questions in the chat box, everyone.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Morning, sir. Can you hear me?
Okay.
Run rate. Sir, can you
Yeah,
hear me?
yes, I can hear you, sir.
I am more interested on the genetic, what do you call this, genetic conservation of the Madura cattle. Are there any national laws protecting the Madura cattle in your country?
Yeah, for the genetic, as I mentioned before, we have some regulation that conserve the Madura beef cattle, because Madura beef cattle is part of the local species of beef cattle. So in this area, especially in this location, we have so many potential superior beef cattle that have very high characteristic in terms of the length, weight and also actually we have some indicator to labeling the beef cattle in the superior. There is a grade A, B, and C. So by the government, they have the performance analysis, and then they grade it. They grade the maybe beef cattle with the age less than 2 years, and then the beef cattle that have the fulfill the characteristic, they will grade A, B, or C. So in this condition, the farmer will very strictly to what we call to make sure that genetic of the Madura beef cattle will maintain. No, there is no in regulation, yeah. The beef cattle from outside the Madura will not be allowed to enter the Madura to maintain the genetic of Madura beef cattle.
So these Madura cattle, especially for those superior male, are they being subjected to biotechnologies like sperm banking?
Yeah, actually we already have a national what we call insemination institution, yeah. So this institution, they have responsibility to make sure that, for example, the semen of the Madura beef cattle will be maintained, and then they also have responsibility to distribute the semen to make it the population of the beef cattle is relatively higher than before. And also we have collaboration with the regional feedstock center in Pamekasan district. They already have the laboratory, and also they have some program, and also they have the veterinary officer in the field to make sure the health of the beef cattle, and also they give the what we call they give the information to the farmer about the what is the importance of the health and genetic of the Madura beef cattle.
So thank you for that, sir. Last question. In comparison with the commonly imported breeds, just like Brahman, what is the performance of the Madura cattle in terms of disease resistance or hardiness when subjected to very harsh environments? Are they more likely to survive than the imported Brahman cattle?
Yeah, actually, in terms of the beef quality, because of the Madura beef cattle, they are in the very drought area. So the quality of the meat is better than, for example, better than with the Limousin beef cattle. Yeah, there is very limited. Very, the quality of beef is relatively good, and then the if someone what we call in English lemak, the percentage of the lemak
Fat.
is fat. Yeah, sorry, thank you. Percentage of the fat is very low compared to other beef cattle species. But as I mentioned before, because of characteristic of beef cattle is small compared to the other species. So if, for example, the businessman will sell to the beef cattle to Jakarta, it is more efficient that if they sell what we call the other species. But I already discussed and some research mentioned that the quality of the Madura beef cattle meat the quality of meat of Madura beef cattle is better than other beef cattle. This one, sir. And also, sorry, and also the Madura beef cattle has the height to adapt in the very extreme condition. So they can feed only very limited forage and then they can survive.
Thank you, Sir Andre.
Yeah,
for
welcome. Yeah.
Any other questions? Okay, so for the information of everyone, we are progressing in our bid to be partner of the universities of the University of Dr. Andres Santiago, the Universitas Trunojoyo
Trunojoyo.
Madura. Yes. University of Trunojoyo Madura. Is that in the English?
Yeah.
So the Universitas Trunojoyo Madura is going to be our partner in Indonesia. We are holding this international lecture because we are exchanging what they have in Indonesia in their university and our university as well. So hopefully we're progressing. We will tell you about when we can have the ceremonial memorandum of understanding, the signing of the MOU,
Yes.
so that we can have the other activities such as faculty exchange and student exchange, like we can have some. That's why we are holding this international lecture. So from time to time, we'll have some engagements with the University of Trunojoyo in Manila. So this is just one of the many activities that we can engage. Although we have already been engaged with the University of Dr. Sanigono through the circular economy research in Deep Travel, Manila. So that's why you're invited for this lecture and some questions like some of to go there and learn. But Indonesia, actually, I searched in the internet about Indonesia. Indonesia has 17,500 islands.
Island.
It's
Yeah.
the best archipelagic country in the world. The second is the Philippines. We have 7,167 islands. But Indonesia has many more islands compared to the Philippines. So it's the biggest in terms of a country composed of several islands. So we are second, the Philippines is the second, because we have 7 islands. So East Java, is it in East Java? The Trunojoyo,
Trunajaya is, pardon?
East Java? Is it
Yeah.
in East Java?
In East Java province, but we are in the island,
Island of Madura?
Madura. But we
So-
have bridge that connected from Surabaya in Java to island, to Madura Island.
So that is,
Yeah.
it's right in the Philippines, just many times over. So, hopefully, in the next, time, we can have more lectures with some of the colleagues of Dr. Sanigono, because it's a big university.
Yes.
In Trunojoyo, it's bigger than our university. So actually, it's big. They are having more research funds than our university actually. So that's actually the case. So from time to time, we're still going to return action. So any questions from the students? I hope we were able to cover. But before I think it's already, okay, 10:56 rest. He's supposed to be with us for 1 hour, but then, let's take this opportunity for a photo. How are we going to place ourselves, man? Okay, sorry.
Ma'am Benikar.
Sorry, I am in
Hello.
bahasa.
Yes, Mark.
Silakan adik-adik semuanya di
For a while.
open cam dulu, kita ambil gambar.
For the online audience,
Yeah,
would like to
Please
let us know
open, ya.
camera.
Silakan di open
Kindly
kamera
open your
dulu.
camera.
Yes, okay.
Hello. Yeah. For the online audience, please open your camera now. No, so we're many.
Silakan yang belum online di open cam dulu.
Okay, ma'am. So we have 4 pages, no? So medyo dagan. Okay, mag-fun ko, ma'am. Mag-capture ko. Okay, Ma'am Ben, are you ready na? Hello, ma'am.
Mag-open ka mo. Pero Kevin, no, ikaw na mag-picture, kinagdagdag ko.
For a while, kindly open your camera for those who join online.
Ikaw,
Silakan dibuka dulu, teman-teman, online.
kinagdagdag ko. Nag-picture.
Okay na, Ma'am Ben?
Second slide pa.
Okay, sige. Okay, smile. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Proceed sa third slide.
Third slide.
Ma'am, can you go up to the first slide, ma'am? Katong naami diri
Okay.
sa room. Pagandaghan mi diri.
Mar, dana Mar.
Okay, sige. And 1, 2, 3. Smile.
Hindi ka, makaling ka.
Okay. Are we good, ma'am? Ma'am Ben? Nakuha na tayo, ma'am? Okay, okay. Thank you so much, Ma'am Ben, and to everyone who
Okay,
participated
thank you.
in this lecture, no? Also, thank you so much to Dr. Andre.
Yeah, thank you very much.
We hope to see you again for another lecture and
Yes. Okay, thank you, Raquel. Yeah, see you all.
thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, I will leave.